Second last final here, Confraternity 2023 here. The playing fields of St Lawrence's, Runcorn in southeast Queensland. Marist Ashgrove will receive from the northern end. So this is the last game on all 6 fields before the final between St Brendan's and Emmaus College. Set the kick off at 12:30, I beg your pardon, local time. So, if anything's like the last game, strap yourselves in. We're underway. Midfield kick-off. Crutches joins us again for the second last final before the big one.
Yeah, the Bob Linder Trophy. This is just for the second tier in Division 1. So on Tuesday, the 16 teams split into the top 8 and then the bottom 8. The bottom 8 come through to play for the Bob Linder Trophy. But it's a really sought-after trophy, the Linder Trophy.
See ya.
There's a walk back. It's a really sought-after trophy. It's been a great list of winners over the years, and for some teams it's been a real step towards getting into those top 4 of the Shield. We've got a former real Shield heavyweight in St Peter, Claver College, a school of Anthony Milford. Milford, one of the Confro stars in years gone by. It's a Brisbane Catholic education school. Of course, against Marist College, Ashgrove, one of the powerhouses of the AIC competition. So again, these teams don't play each other normally unless they come to Confro.
So this also factors into ratings for Townsville, doesn't it, the result here?
Yeah, we do. And that's one of the issues for Townsville next year. We spoke about Ignatius Park College in Townsville, won the last 2 Confros. Yeah. And they can finish no better than 11th this year, which means they'll be the 3rd seed in the pool next year on their home soil. So I think everyone will be wanting to avoid Iggy Park as the 3rd seed in the pool next year.
All right, well, let's see if we can get a Bob Linder, one of the greatest players ever to play the game. Bobby Linder, one of my favourite.
Yeah, and a Confro original Bobby Linder with Aquinas College at Ashmore, one of the first real high-profile players to go from Confro to play for his country.
So Leo, Isaac Roach, just keep an eye on him, the redhead for Ashgrove. He was strong yesterday. See Kaplik, not sure with any relation to the
Bailey.
But yeah,
Bailey Kaplik is the son of the assistant coach for the St Brendan's team, which is getting ready for the Shield final.
There you go. So Knapp, last tackle here now for Ashgrove. Puts it in the in-goal area. That might be it is a line dropout. Thomas Howard puts it nicely into the in-goal area. They're not big in-goals here at St Lawrence's.
Now, if you're watching on Facebook again, let us know where you're watching from. I think the Columba and St Lawrence's supporters are taking deep breaths after that last game.
Okay.
So if we've got a fresh batch of viewers, tell us where you're watching from as that ball goes down for Marist Ashgrove to start to charge back.
Not a fan, especially nil-all early in the game there for a shortish line dropout. I would have gone for a little bit more punch than that. But anyway, Ashgrove, a call. 11 out from the try line. Shapes the pass, but goes himself there. There's Knapp. Catch and pass. Big body going towards the line there, and Bailey Kaplik.
Coach, tighten up, Cody, Deb.
Numbers to the right-hand side here for Ashgrove, and over he goes and scores the forward pass.
Yeah,
Corley was on his way, wasn't he?
We saw Peter Claver a few times, or twice on field one last year in Mackay, and we saw their halves combination, which was a really good combination last year. They're back this year. We speak of Charles Side and Lachlan Stewart. Stewart was picked last year at year 11 in the Confro Merit team, so he's back this year. He's already been identified as someone with a fair bit of talent, so he's back this year. And he's helped drive this team again to the Linder final. Marist Ashgrove So coming off a rugby union season, Marist Ashgrove, they haven't played league this season until Confro. They didn't get the chance to play. And so they had a week and a half really to get ready for Confro. They've done that. But they had a massive win yesterday. You could probably argue perhaps the biggest win for them, in their schools league history. They beat Ignatius Park College Townsville yesterday. The Queensland schools runner-up last year, and Marist Ashgrove knocked them off yesterday.
So Claver with a piggyback penalty. Just the first real use of the footy. Come down to this blind side. Baker.
Someone watching from Illinois, the USA, John.
Wow, there you go. And that's early in the day. Oh, no, it's the late afternoon. Beg your pardon.
It'll be
Williamson.
Be getting to the evening there.
Yep. Illinois. Long pass, floating one. Baker takes the tackle on the 20. I don't know what sport they're playing in the US at the moment. I don't care. It's all about Confro.
Baseball season.
Baseball, there you go. Oh, what's happened there? That's been put on the toe there. No idea what happened.
Yeah, towed straight through there, off, but not coming out. So we spoke about St. Peter Claver, a team that's got a really good history in this competition. They were finalists in 2018 in Charters Towers, where they lost to St. Mary's Toowoomba with Jake Simpkin in that team, the West Tigers hooker. Marist Ashgrove said they've really been building up in Confro over recent years. Coached this year by someone who knows Confro extremely well, Dallas Williams, who has been part of the St. Brendan's coaching setup for a long time. Dallas has moved to Marist Ashgrove. He's coaching their team now, doing a really good job there. And if you know rugby league well, you'll know Dallas's brother Guy Williams, one of the veterans of Queensland Cup, played NRL for the Broncos.
Whoa.
Now the coaching coordinator at the Manly Sea Eagles.
Look at that for a kick. Takes him out. That's an absolutely lovely 9-9 into the green. There's not much green to work with. He puts it on a postage stamp in the corner.
Yeah, and it was a real challenge there for St. Peter Claver, whether they were going to pick it up or try and let it roll. It was weighted perfectly.
Really need to put some juice on. Nil all still. 7 minutes gone first half, but they're going to go for a shortish one again.
We've got someone watching in Honiara, Solomon Islands. That ball comes back, and also Brett watching in Illinois says it's rugby league season as well in the US.
There you go, the Tomahawks. So I think Mark Glidden is here, who's part of the coaching of the Tomahawks here in the World Cup. One was here in Australia a few years ago. So yeah, rugby league season, of course it is. That's what I'm thinking. You know, it is their summer.
So keep an eye on some Marist Ashgrove players out here. We'll go through them shortly as well. Some sons of people you may know.
Catch and pass here. Peter Claver just having a little bit frustrated. They can't get some breakage. Well, that's all changed. Big run, sweeping play. Tries to go forward there as Sayed. Quick play the ball here. Claver College on the march. A chip kick in the corner by Stewart, and that will go dead in goal. 7-tackle restart.
We mentioned that halves combination we mentioned for St. Peter Claver. They were right there then. Great bust from Charles Sayed. He's got to build unlike very few halves in this. He would weigh less than any other half in this competition, but he is exceptionally deceptive. He got away there. He had Lachlan Stewart, his halves partner, on his right, screaming for the ball, but he's got speed, and that could be decisive in this match.
Well, you're right about he has got to be this, because most of the halves in this competition, 6 and 7s, are giants, taller than their second row counterparts. But Ashgrove now catch and pass. He's that man Roach that I'm talking about. He's got some pace. Sorry, Leo Henry. Slow play the ball. A little bit flat-footed. Howard. Still going is Howard. Still going is Howard. Driving with the legs there. He's been turned back around facing the wrong way. He'll get up and play the footy. They're 15 out from the try line. Ashgrove. Catch and pass at the moment with O'May. Goes without the footy, but he's going to keep going with it. And he's trying to get across the line. Defence comes across. And I thought Prohl might have had just enough grass to get underneath and score that try.
Yeah, and if you just see through that last play, you saw the number 14 for Ashgrove, and you think he might look a bit familiar. Thomas Howard. His father is Pat Howard, the former Wallaby fly half.
Yep.
So we've got Thomas Howard as a turnover straight away here.
Ashgrove now They do have numbers because the defence is up. Goes back into the field. Will play there, Henry. And Henry will go over and score. And Leo Henry, off an error from St. Peter Claver College, have come up with a try in the corner.
Yeah, just that error, we mentioned it all the time, those little errors that can just turn the game quickly, or one did then. St. Peter Claver had done some really good work to hold out Ashgrove, but then the ball comes free in the tackle, and quick hands here from Ashgrove. There's Tobias Graham, nice ball, gets out, and just too much momentum there. Tobias Graham in jersey 3. He's the first 15 rugby union captain for Marist Ashgrove. He's also the son of Richard Graham, the former Reds coach and veteran Reds player Richard Graham. And also we're looking at Lachlan McCall for Ashgrove. He's got jersey number 9, Lachlan McCall. He's the son of Rupert McCall.
Rupert, not Rod.
Rupert.
Oh, okay.
Rupert McCall, the
poet,
former first grade rugby union player at Brothers, and of course very well known as a poet of renown across the nation. So a few well-connected people here. And Isaac Roach, the 16, as we look at this replay.
It is a 16. I apologise, Leo Henry, the 16 and 18 look similar, but you're right, it is the 16 and Isaac Roach.
So Isaac Roach, the captain of the Marist College soccer team. The first 11 soccer team at Marist. Ashgrove football team, as it's called at AIC level. So
I don't want to speak ill of soccer, but give it away, mate. You're better at rugby league. That's more fun.
Geez, I wouldn't take him on the soccer field.
But anyway, see how we go with Ashgrove. I like to see how Lachlan McCall goes, because I see Rip will say, gee, some might play better than you do, Rip.
I'm sure he'd be happy with that too.
Here he is with the, exactly.
And that's the great part about Confrat too. We keep mentioning this.
You got the offload away there to McCall, and it's going to be progress up the field there for Gillette. They go to the blind side. They like to test this right defence of Claver College Ashgrove. Whether they saw something in the videos during the week, or they've got a game plan to go that way quite a few times, not too sure. It's now with Gillette again with his second carry in this set of 6. Now it's the last here for Ashgrove. Marist Ashgrove got beaten with a sideline conversion on day 1. He's catch and pass. O'May, that's a changeover.
Yeah, keep letting us know where you're watching from. We've got a viewer in Port Moresby at the moment, so people watching from all parts of the world.
It'll be nice and warm, Port Moresby. When isn't it?
A few viewers, as we've had today already, multiple viewers from Europe, where John Devine goes on holidays regularly.
Yeah, St. Tropez, you name it. Go there for the snow. Why do I need to go there when I can do it here? It's freezing. So St. Peter Claver, they just haven't quite got into their mojo.
I think their halves are the key here. Lachlan Stewart just getting set now on the right, calling for the ball. He's going to get it.
Has to reach for it. Good hands. Testing the width of field number 1. They've gone sideways though, Michael Crutcher. From where that was played, they're exactly in the same latitude line.
Yeah, and I think Stewart and his halves partner Charles Sade play better when they're direct, as we see half bust here, but that'll be key to them if they can just get that straighten up style, play direct, as Stewart puts the ball on the toe now.
Good carry there from Williamson to do that. Oh, it's a good catch. That was dipping on him, and Howard comes up with a footy. Still going is Howard. Terrific take.
I think his father would have only been a few years older than him when he made his Bledisloe Cup debut for Australia.
That's correct. Over in New Zealand too, as I recall. Might have been the House of Pain.
Certainly was.
Centre of the park knock on has been called from the touch judge. So Claver College will have a chance for a set of 6 starting just inside of the Ashgrove halfway.
Yeah, 11 minutes to go in this first half, and a chance for St. Peter Claver.
Claret. blood bin here. So, yeah, the Bob Linder Trophy here.
So we have unlimited interchanges in this competition, which are really important. You have a squad of 21 players to get you through 6 games in the space of 4 playing days. So unlimited interchanges, and the teams need it.
Look out, look out. Oh, I thought for a moment, I haven't seen, there's 2 things I haven't seen and I love seeing. One is the mousetrap. See that? The other one is actually a win against the feet of a scrum. So if you're listening out there, anybody from Emmaus and some Brendans, give an old man a bit of a treat. I'd love to see a mousetrap.
I saw one last week. It's a Colts match. A win against the feed.
Against the feed?
Against the feed.
You should have got that on
Take
tape.
home some memorabilia from
I still don't even know how it happened, but it did.
2023. So head over there, see your buddies.
So,
strutting.
scrum feed, won by Claver College. Oh, almost beats the first tackle before he gets knocked off balance. Half a jugger there from Stewart. Dives across the 30. Spinning and turning from the 9 in Lachlan Coburn. Right in front with Stewart. Finds a prop forward Opaloo. And cover defence has come across and he's got his foot in the touch, unfortunately.
His foot just went out there, John, as he was heading towards the line. But some enterprising play from St. Peter Claver. They get it down towards that end there, just unable to cross the line. But they got signs there. They're down 4-0, 9 minutes to go in this first half. So this match is still really on the line at present. Some big bodies as well coming into this St. Peter Claver team off the bench as well, but the size of Marist is also there. So
yeah, Drew Baker unable to score in the corner. He probably should have, because the delivery from the forward, the prop forward, was exceptional. Here he is in the tackle now, and that's Latrell Opaloo. 5 short of halfway. Howard. It's over halfway. Now it's the last here for Marist Ashgrove. Puts it high into the sun, swirling. Takes it nicely and confidently there to Flynn Baker. Spins and turns out of the defensive shots coming through there from the lock forward in Atticus Armstrong.
yeah, you just think that if St. Peter Claver are going to really start to challenge Marist Ashgrove, their halves are going to play the role here. They've got some speed around, but those halves have been so good for them last year and this year as they get the penalty. Here was 7.5 minutes to go. And last year, the way those 2 halves play, you would have sworn they were in year 12 last year, and they're back here again. So they get a chance with some field position here.
Is that gone out? Throws it out. Touchdown has the flag in the air.
That is one of the better kicks this week for line. Only just made it, but the kick made it. And that's one of the better ones we've seen, with the way that this wind has caused havoc for kickers on this field.
Crazy kick on this side of the field. But anyway, let's see how we go with Peter Claver down. Sorry, up 4-0. Put some more in the bank. Actually, no, it should be 4-0 to Ashgrove.
Yeah, Ashgrove with the only try in this game so far.
20 out from the try line. Bodies in motion. Big fella's got the ball. I'm not sure whether Pello is supposed to get it, but they're keeping it alive here. Chance at the corner, trying to go over there. St. Peter Claver. Dart from dummy half here. Ashgrove have to hang on, held up. Good defence in the corner.
Yeah, there's that man again, the number 6. He had his hand on the ball twice in that movement. And that's the danger. He's got speed off the mark.
If you could go and give him a hand, that would be much appreciated, please. Any lorries, boys,
still the kick
parents,
in behind the play. It's being diffused at the back there by Howard.
Yeah,
that's not Howard, I beg your pardon.
Good positioning from Thomas Howard there. He's in exactly the right spot to get that kick from Stewart.
So the smaller men trying to do a little bit of work, their nimbleness against the tired forward pack. As Michael Cratchit played a lot of footy. Did really well there to hang on to the football there. Nathaniel Gillette gone behind him and he had all players all over him, but he hung on to it long enough. And that's a knock on right on halfway. Peter Claver will get a scrum feed and another chance to try and get to the try line with still plenty of time for either side to put points on before Oranges.
Yeah, so we've seen these teams, and if you've just joined us now, we're watching the final of the Bob Lindner Trophy. So this is the second trophy up for grabs in Division 1. It's fought out between the teams at 9th to 16th in Division 1, and it's a trophy with a lot of prestige.
Elusive is Lachlan Stewart. Try time, he gets the offload, and Peter Claver finally get across the chalk.
Yeah, there's the man Lachlan Stewart, part of the Confro Merit team last year, only won in Year 11. He gets involved in the play, and when he gets involved in the play, good things happen for St. Peter Claver. There's his step off the left, little hold up, and he's got his support play running through. He's got some quality about him, Lachlan Stewart, and that's a really important try. 4 minutes until half time to level the scores.
Can't quite make out the number. It might have been Lachlan Coburn, the number 9. So conversion for Stewart should be fait accompli. There you go.
Does he realise the pressure on him now from
you owe me,
your
Ashgrove.
declaration?
You owe me big time. The score remains 4-4 after I back this kick in.
Yep. That is your fault. Single-handedly,
Lachlan, I apologise.
Your fault.
Let's check the replay here.
There we see the step from Stewart and the nice pass back inside to the 9. Coburn, who does score the try, backing up from his dummy half roll in that play where he shuffled the ball out. So we're sort of getting to a point now where things are starting to quieten up here, because this is the second last game on the main field. The second last game for Confraternity Carnival as we get ready for the Confraternity Shield final in 40 minutes time. And of course the Confraternity Shield final is played without any competing games on other fields. Everyone comes together to watch the most anticipated match of this huge carnival, but we've still got a really interesting half coming up in this match.
No, certainly no clear winner. They just sort of clunkily got to either end to score a try each. No one's dominant in either facet of the game, as you'd expect for a final. It's a 40. Too sure whether the chance their hand is with Lachlan Stewart. Stewart turns it back inside for the back row to go for a run there, and Williamson. Coburn puts the kick on. Tidied up at the back, so got good field position there. St. Peter Claver trying to suffocate Ashgrove from coming out. 100 seconds remaining, first half, 4-4.
Yeah, this is difficult to predict. We said this in the last game between Columba and St. Lawrence's. It was really close at half time, and it was hard to predict where it might go in the second half. With this game as well, you just sense that the fatigue will play a role as we get through the last 25 minutes of this match, and how it plays a role will determine the game as we come to the last tackle here. This rotation from the bench will be so important in this last half.
Yeah, unlimited interchange. That's been allowed to bounce. Bit of AFL in the corner. Last tackle. No, change over. So St. Peter Claver will have a shot.
So play winding down in other fields at the moment, as we said. So we'll have this second half coming up to determine the winner of the Bob Lindner Trophy in Division 1 before we come to the big Division 1 game, the Confraternity Shield at 12:30 between St Brennan's Yeppoon and Emmaus College Rockhampton, and with 30 seconds to go, St Peter Claver will have to be quick here.
Take 2.
Just to see if they get anything out of this. We're less than 30 seconds now.
They're not going to kick for touch. Right, now let's see if we see a mid-range bomb. Will they run it and put it through the hands? St Peter Claver College. Stewart's with the footy. They put a kick over the top here. Howard, along with a little bit of help there from James Prohl, have diffused that situation. They just need to hang on the footy to wind the clock down. Last play. Oh, Lachlan Stewart scores a try. Oh, can you believe it, on half-time? Michael Cratcher. My eyes deceive me is the song. Look at that.
There was a sea of blue jerseys there, and it happened to be the blue jersey on the back of St Peter Claver College that came up with that. So it looked as though that kick from Stewart, as we see the replay, it looked as though Ashgrove got back. They got back and held it up. But in this tackle here, it looks as though the ball's come loose in that tackle. St Peter Claver have claimed. Look at Lachlan Stewart. He can see a gap there like he's playing in an under-6 game.
Is that a one-on-one strip, or did he lose it, Cole?
I don't know what happened in that tackle.
Look again.
As we see the runners pouring through. Ashgrove
it's one-on-one there.
Gets the ball there. And he stripped him.
He has stripped it. It's a one-on-one strip.
It was blue jerseys. Look at Stewart. He can't believe his luck. I don't think that the Marist defence knew that the ball had been stripped. They hadn't set up at all, thinking the siren was about to go. Boy, that is a big moment. Lachlan Stewart with a chance to make it a 6-point margin and 10 points in the space of 4 minutes.
James Prohl, can't believe it. Gets that one better reset. So, wow. Michael Crutcher will take a break. Simon Gillis is going to come in for the second half. But we'll look at the highlights of this first half of the Bob Linder final. And Lachlan Stewart there on picture. Extraordinary stuff here.
Yeah, he was the first try from Ashgrove to Roach in the corner. The good hands here. Here's Tobias Graham. Lovely pass. And the first 11 soccer captain finishes it off beautifully for Marist Ashgrove. And then we had this burst of points. Lachlan Stewart involved in all of it. There was the bust down the left with a pass back inside to Coburn for the first try. And here's this one. Stewart with the enterprising kick. The runners were through on it, and then you don't see this often. What about the strip? And then Ashgrove looked not.
Confraternity Shield.
You can't blame them. It happened so fast, and Stewart says thank you very much and leads 10-4.
Yeah, Flint Bake with the strip there right on half, trying to put Lachlan Stewart over for a try. Talk to you about how Shalom got on in your match today as we wait for this siren to get there. Well, you can tell us quickly how the boys go.
The boys had a fantastic win today. We played on for 5th and 6th on field 4 that's just finished, and we got over St Augustine's.
Wow.
It was 26-6, so the boys were awesome this morning. After 5 long days, mate, it's always a hard slog. So
yeah, great finish.
It's like Marist had kicked off the second half.
Well, we saw an extraordinary play. Turn of events right on half time. Lachlan Stewart comes up with a try. He put a grub kick in and a strip from Flynn Baker on Proley, who had the footy, and then Stewart gets a try. So here's a knock on.
Coach killer in the first set from Peter Claver. Yeah, I was walking up the steps to come up into the broadcast area, and I thought, it's nearly half time, 4-all, big cracking game. And next thing I get up here and I see the halfback diving over the try line.
Scores a try, then converts it 10 points to 4. So Peter Claver College, back-to-back tries, all with the fingerprints of Lachlan Stewart all over it. So Ashgrove now trying to get back some points. They lost just on half time. Jasper Barry.
Great opportunity and attack here in the red zone.
Catholic dummy half. Lock forward, Atticus Armstrong. No way through there. Goes without it. That'll be a penalty.
Offside?
Yep.
No. Yes, offside. So penalty to Peter Claver.
We're leaving one of that. So overall, you've got to be stoked with the boys.
Mate, it's awesome. It's always a great week down here, and the boys they just gear up for it every year, and they really enjoy it. And this is the best finish we've had. Well, I've been involved 20 plus years. It's the best finish we've ever had, making the top 8. So they've outdone themselves, and Coach Kafusi was absolutely wrapped in the just rewards to a long, hard year of training and that. So it's been great. And our girls have had a really good week as well. As girls comp's growing, mate. As you know, it's taken off big time.
Townsend, look out. Put your early money on Shalom College is what I'm going to say right here. As you see Lachlan Stewart, he's showing his class.
Good footwork in the line.
He's outstanding, Lachlan Stewart, in the first 25. Let's see how they go for the second 25. They pepper that
flip
blind
over.
Side. There's a chance here now with Williamson. I think it's a lock. Back lock.
Oh, that's a lost ball.
That's a penalty.
No, gave a penalty. In the ruck. I thought he got up, tried to go up too quick and just lost it. Got his hands tangled then.
I won't be happy with that.
It was might be a bit
slippery. It was
slippery.
7 3/4 actually. It was Baker.
A bit slippery under Sir. They put a little bit of footwork on the Baker then, and then one of the Ashgrove boys slipped over, and the hole opened up.
It was a well-worn football paddock here on all fields. So
There
was a Pellu.
They've actually held up pretty well, to be honest.
Yeah, you're right.
They've 4 days of footy, but
4 full days. Oh, done
that's
from
just
dummy
too
half.
easy.
And the referee's going to award the try here. So Peter Claver go back to back, if you will. 2 minutes either side of the break.
parting of the seas then. That was just way too easy. The young dummy half spotted it, and away he went. Got down very low.
Yeah, hard to defend when that happens. Was the 9.
Marcus that went that with it was fantastic read.
That's his second try. Lachlan Coburn. So this
Claver would open the gates up on the scorecard now. Still 20 plus minutes to go.
10-4 the half-time score, now 14-4. Stewart with a conversion attempt into. I don't really know why we're bothering.
It's a crossbreed. It's a real good crossbreed, isn't it? It'd be tough conditions for kickers.
Tough kick on that side where Lachlan Stewart's going.
Yeah, we saw it down the backfield. Yeah. The bombs were nearly going up and they were coming backwards, and
he
struck
hard.
that well.
There you go.
It's over.
What do I know? Lachlan, bang.
Great kick.
A little bit of replay here for Central Queensland University, major sponsor of Confro.
One marker, didn't go. Went the wrong way to start with, and the young dummy half.
A little bit of fatigue, Simon.
For Marist. Oh, look, for sure. Yeah. There is. I mean, at the end of this carnival, there's a lot of bumps and bruises, and Peter Claver had 3 consecutive sets then. So the Marist Ashgrove defence just couldn't hold on. So it's their chance to try and bounce back now. It's a great kick-off. Well, they've let it bounce.
Lachlan Stewart gets his hand
on
it.
That is a great kick-off. That is not what Claver would have wanted.
Well, Ashgrove, still a long time to go. Just need to play basic rugby league, get to their set, finish their set, so they get to a kick, just keep the pressure on, get a good defensive set,
short kick
position.
Off. Short kick off. Short drop out. It is. Or I'll tell you, that's not a bad one either. Oh, good take.
And taking him into touch as well.
That must have been close to going out on the full. Yeah. No, he must have caught it in goal and just stepped straight over the sideline.
So Claver get the footy back. Genius.
That was a great short dropout. Used the wind beautifully.
Stewart wreaking havoc. Ashgrove, Marist brothers. Well, they have to now defend.
Good contact. Good ball.
Fast. Look at this. Razzle dazzle.
Numbers are here. Oh, he's stepped back away from his.
Still live with Stewart. That's the 40.
Great little flick pass.
Well, it's stuck. When you're hot, you're hot.
Yes, this is true. Yeah, if it comes off, it doesn't come off as a coach killer.
Yeah, find yourself in reserve grade doing that sort of stuff, but it comes off.
Oh, good footwork. Back rower. Good tackle.
That's a halfway line.
It's on the 4th.
Lachlan Stewart. He's behind the ruck now.
Good set to get out of trouble from Claver. Just got to get to a kick here.
There he is.
Not sure that's quite the kick he was hoping for, young Stewart. However, completed set. Marist have to work hard out of their own 30. Yeah, that was just a bit too long.
I was going to say, they can't afford to give away.
It was just a bit too long. The ref was yelling at him to roll away, and he just held on, and it's a great opportunity for Marist to find touch.
Well, I'm glad the referee's not the only person the kids don't listen to.
No, that's true.
Well, it's just me. Ashgrove, no time to panic, but 16 points to 4.
That's a perfect opportunity here in for the attacking by the end of this set. Good run.
Kaplik. Good run and good defence. Took 3 to bring him down. Set play here to the left. He's going to run is Thomas Mitchell.
Still got the numbers left here if they go quickly.
A lot of them. They all in the way. Crazy
they
play!
Numbers. There
Try!
it is.
And a set play comes up with points to Tobias Graham.
But they definitely had the numbers overlap then, JD. You could see that it was a beautiful play. They had, I probably counted 6 on 5 then, and just the catch and pass, suck in the defence. It's fantastic shape. 2 out the back. Hit the front lead, slipped the pass, the back row did the rest, putting the centre in the corner for a very good try. Marist needed that.
I know it doesn't make any difference. Is there a hint of an obstruction there with that ball runner?
Well, I think because he turned inside.
Yeah, so
he took the inside defender.
And it was a long way away, and I hope so, because I really hate that sort of comeback when it had absolutely nothing to do with the.
If that runner went through on the outside of that ball player, but he's turned back under and gone on the inside, so it's a defensive decision to move to the inside. I think that's play on, and it was a fantastic set play. And
just trying to get my head around the beast that is the obstruction.
Oh, look.
Good luck, hey?
Yeah.
All right.
Sometimes you think common sense. Sometimes common sense fails. There was no way. That was 3 passes in. There was no way the defender, if he turns back under there, the defender's no way going to get out to basically the wing to stop that try.
Right, exactly.
Sometimes, even when you see it on TV, you just think sometimes common sense has got to prevail. But as they say, the rules are the rules, and you've got to follow them.
Yeah.
But that's great hit back from Marist. They needed it to bounce back off consecutive tries from Claver. So it's definitely game on. It's at about 15 minutes? It's hard to tell there.
Yeah, they got 18.
18 minutes.
18.
Oh, let the kickoff bounce. Got away with it. Scoreboard straight to the sun. The glare of it. Can't really tell.
8 points is the difference. Yeah, it's something's right on there. But our clock says
just under 15 minutes. Just under 15 to go. So there's plenty of time.
Totally.
But Claver, Marist,
sorry. Ball,
that's a great pop pass. Marist, and good backup. Marist will have to score obviously twice. So
Mitchell
must complete here off the kickoff.
Kaplik puts a right arm fend. Kaplik shapes the pass the footy, tucks it under his wing.
Great defence.
Gets across the halfway line. A good shot there coming from Lachlan Bushby.
Oh.
Goes without. Had a bit of a look there, did Barry.
Made the knock on. Gee, it was good one-on-one defence too from the young 5'8" from Claver. Body on the line, the big back row was steaming at him.
Yeah.
And he went down low, around the legs, forced the mistake. And that is certainly not what Marist Ashgrove would have liked. They needed to get to a completed set, put a bit of pressure on Claver, try and turn that ball over. Claver will be looking to, by the end of this set, put an attacking kick in, I would think. Scrum's nearly on halfway. Great to see. I haven't seen these couple of sides playing off for a trophy for a little while, JD. So it's certainly good competition. It's always good to watch sides playing in finals. That's a great run back row. Like even Emmaus in the next. I don't think I've seen Emmaus play in the Shield final for a long, long time. So looking forward to watching them play against Brendan's. A couple of rocky schools.
Yeah. Mid-state.
Claver working towards a post. About 30 out.
They just want to get to into their set.
Oh, good ball. Well, good tackle.
Seth Holland was
clinical.
On his way. Gets cut down, but he's opposite number 12. That's going to go end over. Breakdown of communication. Picks up on his ankles there. There's Williamson. Now it's the last here for St. Peter Claver.
And they force a repeat set. The young halfback's gone himself.
Yeah.
Changeover. Look, I don't mind that. The context of the game, 12 minutes to go, making Marist go 95 metres.
Well, they lead by 8.
Yeah,
so
that's
they
right.
have that luxury to actually just take that tackle.
Yep. Backed himself. They've just got to make sure he can back his defence now. And no silly penalties. Oh, look at that.
Simon.
He even counted it. 1, 2, 3. The ref said, thank you very much. They were keen to get off their line. Too keen. And they're just giving away some field position here to Marist Ashgrove.
Yeah, you can't really call it a over-enthusiasm. Or fatigue, I should say, because...
yeah, they were up off the line quick.
Ashgrove. So they can make Peter Claver pay. Still behind by 8.
They've opened the door for Ashgrove. Oh, good run and good defence. Good contact.
You're right, Simon, because that's Leon Carena. He took that ball right in the face of the defence on the advantage line, held his nerve, took it, and took the shot. As did Kaplik now. That's the 40. They come the blind side.
Again.
They chance themselves against the defensive.
Knock on. That ball was just a bit behind then, bit behind the back rower.
Too fancy, Simon.
Oh, I think the actual young halfback changed his mind, to be quite honest. He saw the lead runner, and I think the lead runner was running into a hole, and he changed his mind and was going to go out the back. And by the time he went back to the lead runner, it was just the ball he had to catch it sort of behind his hip nearly, which makes it very hard to do when you're going at full pace towards a hole run. So
and then you have the sideline comes into play, and your left
yeah,
high ball.
Yeah, that's right.
A lot of variables.
What was that for?
They braked early.
Since when do you have a scrum penalty?
Is it
Stop
differential? Is there such a thing? Don't they have that anymore?
I don't know. Did he indicate?
He didn't
indicate breaking early, did he? Sure.
I think he did, because that's the only really I can find, because the ball actually hadn't come out, and he still awarded the penalty for.
Wow.
The break early, but wait for the.
It's an interesting one. Don't see that happen too often.
No.
Scrum
Anyway,
play on.
play on. That's it. Play the whistle.
Oh, good defence.
Not happy with that ruling, obviously.
A little bit of. They've got to sort of stop here. Marist, if they're going to be any chance, they can't afford to let Claver in right now. This set could be pivotal for the game, I think. And obviously Claver will be looking to the young halfback to ice it here, setting up the plays.
I've come to the right away from Lockwood Stewart.
Oh, good little pop pass.
Said with Coburn. It's 10 minutes out from the try line.
Here he
Said
goes. Good
again.
step.
Oh,
good defence.
Bang back into field of play. Last tackle now.
Now it's got to go to Stewart. He wants it on the open side.
Well, has to reach for it. Puts a kick into
good
the in-goal area.
Too big. Too big. 7 tackle set.
Only just though.
Yeah,
wow.
it was. It was a good effort. One thing I will say is they are small dead balls. I've seen it happen quite a lot over the last few days with little grubber kicks of just looks like they've been great and they just bobble, and next thing they're out.
Same both ends, but
that's correct. Yeah.
The in-goal area at Bundaberg on the northern end could have been 400 metres wide and still not big enough for that breeze.
No,
call, Simon.
That's true. Very true.
This breeze here today is actually coming right at our backs.
Attention,
so
all
we're right
ball
on halfway
boys
on the
who
western
are
side.
currently not
early kick.
assigned to a field.
Good play here, Ashgrove.
Who are not
good
working,
kick.
Please
Good
go to
touch.
the
Turn them around, slow it down,
the brother
and get a
Ryan
good defensive
centre,
set
please.
together.
That's all ball boys.
It's a shame. It looked like he might have been trying to play for 40-20 then, but he was outside the 40. Good angle on the kick.
Brother Ryan centre, please, for lunch.
16-8.
Game, but I don't mind it trying to force a turnover. Turn the Claver forwards around. They're back in their defence, Marist.
Marist also got back to their discipline not to give away a penalty.
Yes.
Referee's got them back a healthy 10.
Oh, good contact, good run, and good contact over the halfway from the interchange.
Yeah, John Dudd. Big body. John Dudd probably wouldn't hurt to give him a few more carries. Well,
he's a solid
on
lad.
The sideline.
Yep, he'd be one of the bigger players around out there today.
Back line to the right with Stewart.
Good footwork.
Keeping it alive. Keeping it alive.
Oh, like a little swinging arm.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be like a winger to do that, would it? Great kick.
Well, it doesn't do anything else.
Oh,
Anyway.
oh,
that's
wow.
been battered. That's Ashgrove will come up with a footy.
Anything could have happened then. It was a good kick, found grass. It was all about the bounce and just went away from
To Ashgrove now. Well, as
the
a
game.
relieving
Another
penalty.
Wow.
Just over 8 minutes remain. They're down by 8 points, so they really need to score and score shortly.
They've got to make this set count.
Yep.
Good catch finder. Right, just short of halfway.
12:30 the final. We'll wrap things up very quickly after this Bob Linder decider. Who's your tip, mate?
Look, I'm going to go with the Mace.
There you go.
I think they've got a lot of momentum. They, our Shalom boys played them twice now in the last 3 weeks, and one in the Dolphins Cup and once here. They only just got over us in the Dolphins Cup by 2, and then we lost it here. They smashed us. They were clinical.
Oh, all right.
So, but Brandon's, look, they know how to play in the big games.
Yeah.
They're a fantastic team and school, and so I think it really is a 50-50. But I just think Emmaus might have the wood on them. So they're certainly full of confidence at the moment, Emmaus. But what it'll come down to, JD, is who's got no injuries.
Yeah.
It's who's got the fresh enough team and players, because that's what it comes down to at the end of the day. Here we go, overlap again. Early pill, good step.
Graham.
He's
Graham
in.
reaches out and scores.
Well, game on.
Game on, all right. Well, actually, might have been Graham. He got the offload. Just trying to see
It was the
who
centre.
it is.
I was pretty sure it was the centre, number 3. I can't got my glasses on, JD. I can't read that. Save yourself. It was a good run. I'll show it on replay.
Yeah,
it was the centre. Yeah, it was.
Thomas Graham.
That was a good step.
That's the second try.
They numbered up well here. He's got off the left there, bang. Step back in 2. Opened up through a gap and brute strength, and the fullback just couldn't hold on to him. It was a great run.
Great work from our camera operators here at Red Corner Productions. Have a look at this. Through the hands.
They gave the early ball, and that's the key. Giving your centres early ball if they're destructive. He stepped straight back off the left foot and then took the fullback on in front of him, and he was too big, too strong.
And swings around Tobias Graham. Conversion.
I didn't see the conversion.
No,
I was taking it quickly. Took the conversion very quickly. Looks like he may have kicked it.
16-12. 4-point ball game with just over 5 minutes remaining. So they'll get the ball back here with Marist Ashgrove.
Oh, leads to a great final 5 minutes.
Score update, field 1, St. Peter College, Claver College 16, lead Marist Ashgrove 12.
I think the young bloke thought he knocked that on there.
I think he did. I think it's
come off
knocked
his
it on when
thigh.
he put it back into himself as well. But anyway,
Yeah.
give himself up.
So
Plead innocent.
really important the discipline here from Claver. Can't afford to give away a cheap one now.
Correct.
Up by 4. They've just got to tackle, force the Marist boys to go for a long range kick and chase.
Flat ball.
Great defence. Good front on front. 1-on-1 tackle. 4 down halfway. Sets up for a good kick.
Now it's the last tackle.
How's the chase?
That puts it. Aerial.
That's a
Chase is coming
good
through.
kick.
Graham's one of those.
Oh,
Didn't really
it
go
bobbled.
after him.
The bobble was there too. But good take from the young winger.
It's fearless, wasn't it?
Was.
Good take there by the 16 in Flynn Rayner. Well, market defence comes out
too out
quickly.
too early.
Yeah.
That's just being too keen. Didn't need that. They just needed to try and force the error. Come out. Jumped out of market too quick. Certainly a relieving penalty for Claver, and they're smart here. Get the ball down the other end. They should be able to ice it.
Relieving in more than one way. Choose up some time.
That's right. And time's something Claver wants very little of. 4 minutes left on the clock. Oh, straight through the middle. Great run.
They could put it to bed. Put it to bed here, Peter Claver.
It's a lot of one-out footy at the moment for
Double
Claver.
try scorer Lachlan Coburn with a carry. Lachlan
Huge
Stewart now.
Stewart. Good setup, good ball.
And Baker. He was the man who put the one-on-one strip on to put Stewart over.
Oh, did he pass that?
With forward.
No, he did not pass that. Thought he lost that. Again, but turnovers in the opposition 20 metres. So Ashgrove have got all the work to do to go 80 metres in the next 3.5 minutes. Not saying it can't be done, but we haven't seen any long-range tries so far today in this game.
No. 10 points to 4 is a half-time score. 16-12 at the moment in favour of Peter Claver. Ashgrove, a long way to go to the other end. They've got 2.5 minutes.
They don't want to give away any cheap penalties again, JD, here. They've done it the last few sets. Need to be very disciplined right here. Oh, he's offside.
I like the set play they had to score the try here, and I like to see they actually tried even if it's a long range. Now they're set for it.
It looked like they are set for it again. They got the overlap again here.
Yep.
Although the sliding defence has done well. Sliding defence is covered very well.
Tobias Graham's a dummy half. Sends it in field. One out stuff here. Throws a big body and Kappa to the line. It's the last tackle now here.
Bombs away. Midfield bomb.
Here it comes. Chase is coming through. Nerves of steel takes it. Oh, lovely stuff. That might have been Tim Rayner again.
This set, they've got to force a turnover of this set.
But Stewart. Oh, the Malachi crunch.
Claver get through this set with a good kick. I think the doors could be closed here, JD. It's been a cracking second half of footy.
As you'd expect for a final. Well, they'll get another set of 6, Ashgrove. Depends on where they're set.
Field position, yeah.
Exactly. Stewart. Fancy taking on the right-hand defence of Ashgrove to Peter Claver. They've had some success. Now it's the last, and that's the 40-metre line.
Well, they're up quick.
Well, the ball would come out, I think, so Lachlan Stewart puts it on the toe.
Wow.
All right, so that's the 40-metre line. The ball's gone over. And he'll run it back now, will Harry Thompson.
One set here for Ashgrove. I think that's probably all they've got left in them.
It's the 40.
They're not going to score tries doing that. They've got to be some creativity here. The halves have got to take over.
Instead of a large bomb, I wouldn't mind seeing a little chip kick and chase over the top of the in.
It's been very effective this week. Seen some very good halves play eyes up footy.
Gillette stands in the tackle.
This is the 4th tackle. Here he goes, young halfback.
Chance to go through as Howard. Howard puts a kick in.
Well
Still
covered.
alive. It's going to be picked up there by Flynn Baker.
Well covered.
Enterprising stuff there from Thomas Howell. Let's see if they can get the footy back. They're
Driving
going to try and
defence.
drive him back in the in goal. Only just 30 seconds remaining.
They're milking it now. This will be the last set if they can hold the ball here, Claver. Hold on to it, and the game will be theirs.
Half.
Ashgrove have thrown everything at them in this half.
Yeah.
Both sides are standing up on the bench.
It's a one-on strip. Hang on. Hold the phone. Simon Gillies, it's still an opportunity here for Ashgrove to snatch it. They've gone the wrong way for a forward. Keep it alive. Still alive. Oh, it's game on. Try in the corner, comes back and they go.
Try!
Ladies and gentlemen, can you believe what you've just seen? Marist Ashgrove have scored in the corner. They'll lock it up at 16 all.
Kick to come
into the breeze.
Goodness me.
I think it's James Proley.
Who was a strip? Yeah, 1-on-1 strip. That was unbelievable.
Oh, what an end.
Great hands through the back line there. Fantastics for the winger. He still had a fair bit to do too.
Double check, was it the number 1? Could be wrong.
It's hard to tell. He's got the limp. Whoever scored in the corner's got the limp. That was a hit. It was a great pop pass. 4 on him, and he's managed to slip the pass out, the young back rower. Halfback. One's popped the pass. No. Pass. Number 1 was the fullback.
There you go.
He's done very well.
And I think that offload there from the second row was actually, you heard the hooter, I think. So
yeah,
just chuck
got to
this
get
thing
rid
out
of
the
it.
back and see what happens. So
here we go from the sideline.
Well, Ashgrove got beaten
Here it is.
for a sideline conversion.
Straight into the ground. Straight into the wind, I should say, into the ground.
And that is
full time. So what's it from here, JD? Come on, 5 minutes. Is it 5 minutes? Golden point.
Well, I don't know if they play golden point or it goes back to the first try scorer.
It's not game over. It must be extra time.
So I'll go to golden point. 5 minutes each way.
5 minutes each way.
So they'll have a 2 minute break. We'll take a break. It's a 5 minutes each way.
5 minutes each way.
So we'll take a break. Golden point. Simon Gillies, thanks for your time, mate.
Fantastic.
You always bring some razzle dazzle to the call. You're going to stay here for the last.
Pleasure. I'm happy to.
Good on you, mate. Thank you. We'll
Happy
take a break and we'll get set very soon.
Awesome.